it's very hard. It's a challenge. Let's just put it that way. It's a challenge for a non-SE to become an SE. But I've done it. The guy I was talking to you about, the musician's done it. The guy who was a hotel manager's done it. It's not him. It's like, it's more common than you think. It's just, you have to put a lot of effort into it and know who to target and know who to talk to and connect with in order to get the job. And you need to, it's kind of like sales. You have to build a funnel. You have to connect with as many people as you can. And then through that, kind of figure out where your best chances are in becoming an SE. Who's going to give you that chance? Right? People are afraid to hire experienced people who are not SEs, mainly because they're a little bit more expensive than university students, but they don't have the experience.
Yeah.
So you have to prove to them that you are low risk, which you can because you've been in sales, right? And you've done the associate sales engineer, so you have the basics.
Mm-hmm.
So you've already done that. So yeah, and like I was talking to you about the course that I have specifically for this, where I talk about who to target as someone trying to get into sales engineering. You know, you're targeting your vendors, the company you already work for. You're targeting the connections that you have, the competitors to the company you're working for, if the company you're working for doesn't see the value in you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their mistake. So there are ways to do it. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of persistence, because I applied for a year before I got one interview for sales engineering, before I was a sales engineer.
Okay.
A full year where I was applying every day to like 2 or 3 jobs.
Okay.
But I wasn't following my rules that I was talking about. Like I was just applying blindly to any role, actually. So you know, like
Wow,
I had a wide net.
So basically, you were once at the place that I was, or I am.
Yeah, like I was a network design engineer at Nokia.
Mm-hmm.
I had the highest certifications that you can find at Nokia. Almost every job that I could find. So Nokia had sales engineers, or Alcatel-Lucent at the time had sales engineers, but if you were based out of Ottawa, you had to travel all the time, or you had to move. I didn't want to travel. I didn't want to move at the time. Like I just didn't want to travel. I was sick of travel because I was traveling a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't get a job in Nokia. And almost every job wanted CCIE, which is the Nokia equivalent, but not Nokia. They don't want the Nokia certification. They want the Cisco certification. So my certification at that point was useless. I think now it's changed. Like Nokia's certification is kind of valid. Like it's seen. So I couldn't find a job. Because I didn't have any sales experience. I didn't have any customer experience. Oh, I did have customer experience, but not sales. So it took me a while. And I ended up getting a job with a vendor to Nokia. Right? Nokia was their biggest customer, and I got a job with them. Basically. So you have to be kind of strategic.
Yeah.
Who you apply to.